Jason Statham's life behind the cameras is nothing like the movies. While fans see him jumping off buildings, driving at impossible speeds and landing punches that break bones, the real Jason wakes up before sunrise, follows a strict routine, and meticulously plans every day. There are no explosions, no roaring crowds, just focus, training, and an almost obsessive attention to detail that keeps him ready for the next challenge. He wasn't born into privilege or Hollywood connections. Growing up in southwest England, Statham learned early that success only comes to those who work harder than everyone else. He tried his hand at various jobs, from selling clothing on the streets to modeling and even competitive diving, where he represented England. Each step required discipline, and each rejection hardened him rather than broke him. Fame didn't happen overnight. It was built on sweat, persistence, and countless no's that he turned into fuel. Even after breaking into acting, Statham's life stayed far from the glitz people associate with stars. He performs almost all his stunts himself, which means injuries, long hours of grueling training, and extreme diet regimens. He doesn't rely on doubles for fight scenes or car chases. Every punch, kick, and tumble is real, a testament to years of physical conditioning and fearless dedication. Off camera, he maintains this lifestyle quietly, avoiding the chaos of Hollywood parties, social media drama, and overexposure. His public image is calculated, but it's rooted in genuine discipline and a love for the craft rather than the fame. Relationships in his life are private, fiercely protected from the media glare. Despite his action hero persona, Statham is deeply loyal to friends and family, spending time away from cameras to maintain real connections. He's known for being intensely focused on those he trusts, and he's careful not to let the spotlight distort those bonds. Fame has not softened him. Instead, it has made him more selective about who enters his life and how he spends his energy. Mental toughness defines him as much as physical prowess. He handles rejection, criticism, and pressure with a calm, almost stoic mindset. Each role is approached with a strategic mindset, learning fight choreography, studying characters, and understanding every nuance before stepping on set. The audience sees the effortless results, but behind the scenes, every jump, stunt, and fight sequence is the product of countless hours of preparation, rehearsals, and risk management. Statham's life is also a lesson in balance. Despite being in one of the most dangerous professions in entertainment, he knows when to push his limits and when to step back. Injuries happen, of course, but he treats recovery as seriously as training, incorporating nutrition, therapy, and rest into his routine. This combination of relentless work ethic and careful self-care has allowed him to sustain a career that spans decades, something few action stars manage. Beyond physical training, Jason maintains a strict personal philosophy. He avoids unnecessary drama, focuses on what he can control, and channels his energy into projects that excite him. The thrill of performing dangerous stunts isn't just for the cameras. It's a personal challenge, a way to push limits and keep growing. Fans admire his action sequences, but those who know him closely understand that this is also a man who constantly tests himself, mentally and physically, to remain sharp and capable. Even his downtime is carefully managed. He doesn't chase headlines or indulge in excess. Instead, he cultivates hobbies and practices that ground him. Whether it's spending quiet time with close friends, engaging in personal fitness, or traveling to recharge, Statham's life outside the spotlight is about sustainability, focus, and preparation for the next big role. He doesn't live for the cameras. He lives for the craft. And the craft demands respect, attention, and discipline. Hollywood may see him as a fearless action hero, but the real Jason Statham is a man who built his career brick by brick, silently, deliberately, and without shortcuts. The hidden side of his life, the daily routines, the sacrifices, the injuries, the meticulous preparation, is what separates him from the rest. The ease with which he delivers jaw-dropping stunts and commanding performances comes from years of effort, resilience, and an understanding that every scene is a reflection of who he is off-screen. In the end, the story of Jason Statham is not just about car chases and fight sequences. It's about persistence, discipline, and a refusal to let Hollywood dictate his life. It's about a man who took rejection, struggle, and uncertainty and turned it into a blueprint for success. While the audience sees the thrill and the spectacle, the real life of Jason Statham is a far more fascinating story, one of quiet intensity, relentless preparation, and a life lived on his own terms, far from the glitter and chaos of Hollywood. The truth is, his life is not glamorous in the usual sense. It's rigorous, disciplined, and intensely private. But it's exactly this combination, focus, resilience, and self-control, that allows him to do what so few can. Perform stunts that leave audiences breathless while maintaining a career and a personal life grounded in reality. Jason Statham's hidden life is the engine behind the action legend, the secret to a success story that Hollywood itself could never have scripted. Every fan who marvels at his stunts and performances should remember, behind the cameras, the man you see on screen is the product of relentless training, careful planning, and a life devoted to discipline and craft. That hidden reality, the sweat, the pain, the focus, the preparation, is the true story Hollywood rarely shows. Jason Statham may appear untouchable on screen, but the real heroism lies in the way he lives his life every day, quietly, deliberately, and with unshakable dedication to what he loves.